Welcome back to our Majors in Focus series. I'm Jade Smallwood. I'm a student at Miami Regionals, and I am with Roscoe Wilson and Andy All to talk about the Community Arts major. Tell us about yourself. Who are you?
Oh my goodness. Well, I am the chair of the Department of Humanities and Creative Arts at the Regionals. I'm also a professor of art and an artist. So I make work that deals with environmental issues, sort of like recycle reuse issues.
Nice.
In this day and age, I think that's pretty important. I was trained as a painter and a printmaker, but my work has taken me other places, and I've done a lot of temporary installation sculpture. Is pretty much what I'm doing now.
I'm Andy All. I am Associate Professor of Art in the Department of Art and Humanities and Creative Arts. I teach studio foundation courses here at the Middletown campus, both at Middletown campus and at Hamilton campus, so getting students prepared for both art degrees and for the community arts degree.
Can you explain how the community art major here is different than any other art major that's offered on the Oxford campus?
It is the first four-year bachelor's degree that you can get in the arts at the regionals, so we're very excited. It is an interdisciplinary degree, which sets it a little bit different. It's not quite so siloed and specialized, so you can learn lots of different things about not just the visual arts, but also music and theater. We have those in there too. Art history is involved.
Whereas the studio art degrees at the main campus will focus on creative practice and working in the studio, the community arts degree focuses on not only the studio practice, but also other skills that they're going to need. Working with community partners, how to write grants, communication skills. So it not only focuses on studio, but it puts together these other components that are very valuable.
What would you say draws a student to pursue a degree in community arts?
I believe it would be a love of the arts. I mean, you would have to really appreciate it.
I think the biggest draw for this degree is that a lot of students come in and they say, what am I going to do with a studio art degree? And this tries to answer that question by, we recognize that a lot of students, whenever they get out, are not just going to be working in their studio and being represented by a gallery and that being their sole role. This aims to say, yes, you're a creative individual, but you may want to do three different things. So what this degree hopes to do is to take those multifaceted things and help them sculpt a degree that works for them.
They should want to be involved. They should want to connect other people. So you're not just talking about art to artists, talking about art to other people who make it, but you're talking about art to people that you want to sort of bring in from the community, and you want to sort of add to their cultural awareness.
It's about creating communities rather than audiences.
If I was a student right now and I wanted to have my major as community arts, what classes would I need to take to do that?
There is an opportunity with this degree to kind of craft it in a way that fits your own particular career goals. Within the degree, there are several core competency groups. So along with creative practice, there's the core competency of communication. So within that, there's a group of courses that you can pick and choose which ones best suit your strengths and what you want to see in the final degree.
I know someone that is doing a service learning project at the fitness center. So what other opportunities are available in your service learning and that going out in the community piece?
So one of the classes, the core classes of community arts, is our internship class. So you would take that, and there's a little bit of a class component, but you would also be placed in an arts organization in the area. So you would get a little bit more hands-on knowledge of how things are run from the inside.
Some students have hung exhibitions at the fitness center, or they might work with a museum.
What would you say are the most common misconceptions about this major that people have?
Because it's the arts, a lot of people think, like, what am I going to do with an arts degree? Anything, whether it's painting, printmaking, sculpture, or community arts? Like, what am I going to do?
If there are any misconceptions about this degree, I would say that a lot of students, it's the unknown.
There are many, many opportunities. We contribute greatly to not only culture, but to the economy itself. So there are many, many opportunities. And I think that some people just think like, oh, you know, painters don't make much money. But you don't have to be a painter. You can do other things, right? So you can make this community thrive. You can make this institution of the arts sort of roll forward.
If people have questions, we're open to it. Please contact us. We would love to tell you more about the degree and kind of help spell out some of the specifics about it.
You can do a lot of things. You can enter into sort of the back office, grant writing, sort of collections sort of portion of different organizations, galleries, museums, things like that. You could start your own nonprofit. You could learn how to do some more entrepreneurial things and sort of aim your degree toward that, and begin your own gallery, your own co-op, your own printmaking studio, something like that. So there's lots of different ways to get involved.
So if I wanted to change my major to community arts right now, or if I was an incoming student wanting to major in community arts, what would be the next steps that I would need to take to do that?
Since I'm chair of the department, and I had a hand in designing the degree, you can talk to me, you can talk to Andy, and we will get you started. We will get your classes, we'll advise you on what classes to begin with. If you're transferring in, we'll see where you are, what could transfer in, how long you would have left over. So yeah, basically just email me and I'll get right back to you, and we can come in and you can talk.
Sounds great. Well, thanks for your time.
Thank
Thanks
you,
for
Jade.
helping us explore this major, and it was nice getting to know you.
Absolutely, thanks so much.
Yeah.